was get up and get some fucking water. Why would you take the filter away? I don't know. Sorry, someone was calling me. Ow. I can't even get up. But yeah. Something is wrong with my lighter. It's hissing. I don't know. Oh no. Moving to Texas next month. That's what's up. That's what's up. Let me see. What's a fun fact about me? A fun fact about me is 9 times out of 10, if you rub me the wrong way the first time, you probably never see me again. I'm very good with my boundaries and cutting people off. So, yeah, I'm not really into the toxic people. Aw, bonjour, mon cœur. Reminds me of Frenchie. You know, it is time for a new lighter, but I've had this torch for so long, and I don't know, like, it's doing something funky. I'm a little bit of a hoarder. I don't like throwing things away that are sentimental to me, especially when I've had it for a long time, so it's kind of like, damn. I just want to tell y'all I am not left-handed. I can shoot left-handed. I am not left-handed. I am right-hand dominant. I just literally can only shoot left-handed. This is deodorant, by the way. Before someone's like, oh my God, what's on her shirt? It's deodorant. Oui, vous parlez français. Small. I speak a little bit of French. I can have a conversation. That's it. Yeah, it might be time for a new lighter. It might be time. Damn. That's fucked up. Yeah, I just wanted to tell you I'm not left-handed. I don't want to sit here and lie to you. Damn. Single mom. I rebuke that in the name of the Lord. Single mom, my ass. Let me tell y'all why I don't have kids. It's not that I don't want kids. It's not that I am not capable of having kids. It's just I don't want to be a baby mom. Nothing about having kids to me sounds fun if I'm doing it by myself. So, where are you going to be? Anyways, but yeah, I just, it's not like I haven't, had opportunities or haven't been with people that are financially capable of taking care of me and a baby. But, the whole, like, even for instance, like this whole thing with Anthony Edwards and this lady, Aisha, she was in her late 30s trying to trap somebody who hasn't even developed his frontal lobe. And she writing paragraphs about, him not wanting to be a present father. And it's just like, girl, shut the fuck up. I'm not a feminist. I don't support all women. I don't think that all women are right. Some of these bitches is dumb as hell. And she is absolutely one of them. There's nothing in my brain that's going to make me keep a child. And the man, he's telling me he doesn't want to have a child with me. I've been with athletes. I've had my fair share of athletes. I've had a slip up or two, but that ain't nobody I wanted to have a baby by. Abort. Plan B. I don't give a fuck how much money you have. I'm not going to put myself in a fucked up situation with a nigga just for the sake of money. You a grown-ass woman on the internet crying about how he doesn't want to be there and you're only getting $3,000. You did that. You did that. He didn't do it to you. You did it to yourself. You know? But I don't know. Just my opinion. Damn, my lighter's messed up. Like, you're too old for that. And she already has a famous baby daddy. A little baby is her baby daddy. You know, and I'm not trying to like shame her or nothing. I'm just saying, like, you put this child in the middle of this mess, and you know it could have all been avoided. You know, and then she posted the text messages. Ant clearly is an asshole. Like, he clearly is an asshole. So, you know, this nigga telling you you're sick if you keep the baby, and you still kept the baby, and now you're crying about keeping the baby. You know, like, common sense is not common nowadays. And I'm a very logical type of woman. Very, like, I see things for what they are, you know, and, you know, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. But, I mean, I'm going to pray for the child, because that's who's the innocent one in all of this, is the baby. Baby does not deserve this. You know? But yeah. I want to have a baby with someone that is going to adore me and adore my child. Plain and simple. Plain and simple. Like, that whole trying to trap niggas and trap athletes and trap, you know, sometimes it works. Sometimes it works. A lot of the time it doesn't. But it just sounds like a bunch of heartache, and I don't want to go through that. You know, it's too much shit. I don't want to create a problem for myself. My problems are things that I can't control, like my knee, my bills, my family. You know, I can't control that. But I can control having a baby. I can control who I have a baby by. I can control who's in my life. I can control what I deal with. And I'm very big on that. That's why I'm, like, very good with cutting people off, because once you start pissing me off and you start disrupting all of this, you gotta go. And again, you know, too much goes into pregnancy to just be out here having a nigga's baby. So, yeah. I said things I can't control. I can't control my bills. I have to pay my bills. You know, I said things I can't control. But the things I do and I can control, I do. I do. I will pop that plan B. I will get that abortion. I will trip my ass down the stairs. I'm not keeping no baby by nobody. I don't have no business having a baby by. That's crazy. I'm still messing with this lighter. Yep, it's a wrap. It's not working. And most importantly, I would like to have a baby with someone who already doesn't have kids. I don't have kids. I don't want you to have kids. You know, ideally. Am I easily pissed off? I don't think so. I mean, I'm a pretty level-headed chick. You know, I don't think I get easily pissed off. Well, not fall down the stairs. I mean, I live in Texas, and abortion isn't legal here. So, but nobody knows or intentionally wants to be a baby mama. No, that's not true. That's not true. That is not true at all. You know when you're going to be a baby mama, because you know the type of nigga that you're dealing with. Like, you know, if he's literally telling you that he's not going to be in the baby's life, you're choosing to be a baby mama. So you do get to control that. As a woman, for sure. You get to control that. Like, what the fuck? I get pregnant, and I already know this nigga not shit. He not gonna be shit. He not gonna do shit. But I'm still gonna have his baby. That's not his fault. That's my fault. That is my fault. And that's another thing. Women are delusional, and they create this scenario that having a nigga's baby is gonna change who he is. No, the fuck it ain't. I had a homegirl. She wasn't even that old. She was like 27. And she went and got pregnant by a nigga who already had 6 kids. 6 kids, and she was gonna be number 7, and had like 5 baby mamas. And I was just like, girl, why do you want to have a baby by him? And he told her that he did not want this baby, and she still decided to have this baby. And went through so much bullshit. Went through so much. And in our reality, and I might sound fucked up for this, but I couldn't feel sorry for her. I could not feel sorry for her, because you literally did that to yourself. You did that to yourself. Like, I don't want to put her whole story out there, but that's pretty much the gist of it. And it's like, I can't feel sorry for people that purposely do things that you know is not going to work in your favor. Like, and he told her he didn't want to have a baby. She found out she was pregnant, and he had just had a baby a month prior. And he said, I barely wanted the last one. I don't want this one. And she kept it. She kept it. And I was just like, well, I don't know. Very silly, silly girl. I'm so sad about the slider. Damn. But anyways, I'm gonna start streaming, and y'all better join my stream and stuff. This is me practicing. So 26 people watching is not too bad. That's not nerve-wracking, you know. That's not too bad. But I do want to start streaming, so watch my stream. Let me hide this. Would I date someone older with kids? Fuck no. Fuck no. That's what I did with my stupid ass ex. I was 25, he was 36, and had 3 kids. Fuck no, I'm never doing that shit again. Fuck no. I'm not dating nobody with fucking kids. You get one. You get 1 kid, and the kid has to be older than 15, and the mom can't live in the same state. That's it. I don't give a fuck. I don't have kids, so I get to say I don't want to date a man with kids. Point blank, period. No, I've tried that. It doesn't work. Niggas is always fucking their baby mamas. No matter of fact, the more he says he hates his baby mama, the more he's fucking her. So absolutely not. Absolutely fucking not. I'm gonna go charge my phone. I'm gonna see y'all later.